Hello guys, Hugo here, hope you're well. Welcome back to another P3D video. Today we're at a brand new airport in a brand new, okay I was about to say brand new scenery, but it's not brand new scenery. It is it's not default, it's actually Freeware Addons scenery. We are at Brunei. We're flying Royal Brunei Airlines today in the 787-8 with Rolls-Royce engines. And we're taking this bad boy over to London Heathrow. It's a lovely 13-hour flight, so it's a super long flight today. Okay, it's not super long, it's not quite like Perth Heathrow, but it's long. 13 hours is a long time in a plane, but it's a Dreamliner. Getting catering on board for our flight today, and let's go inside the cockpit. I've got power on just so I could set the parking brake, so then I could actually get the catering vehicles over. And let's go and set up some things here. I just want to reset this. Set to Barrow. Add some both sides and let's go Pascals like so. And let's get the IRSs lined up. On and on. Flight outdoor power on. I should need to get these Hifi stuffs on. And domestic lights armed. Window heats, the primary ones all can go on. Hydraulic left and right primary on the engines. Seatbelt signs can stay off until then the fueling. Fuel and everything there, engine starts also fine, anti-ice, auto, nav light on, recirc fans, packs and trims on auto and on. Awesome. So let's go down and quickly change the current QNH to the correct QNH. So for 1013 we are setting 1009 and the catering is finished. It's the wrong key. Close and close. Let's go over to the dispatch page and let's set up the fuel and payload. The latest update, for some reason, like these flash, I don't know why. There you go, it's doing it. Very weird. Zero fuel weight is 149.4 tons. Let's put that in like so. And we have a total of 78 tons of fuel, 78.3 tons of fuel in fact. Like that. So set fuel tanks, set the payload. So we've got 138 people in economy with us today, and then 19 in business class. So let's go and prepare boarding, and let's set up the passenger count, which is 157 in total. And we'll get the default jetway over to number 2 left door, like so. This is GSX jetway. Got an any builds config for this airport. Actually, it's a patch. It's a whole patch for V4, which I put into V5. I've edited the AFCAD because it was broken. Thank God I know how to edit AFCADs, otherwise the scenery wouldn't work in V5, but I got it to work, luckily. So that jetway's connected up. We've got the fuel on board, so the seatbelts can go to on, and we can switch the ICAS. So we've got the big nav page on this side, and the engines can go on that side there. That can go to hectopascals and standby there, and we can go to the checklist page. Oxygen, let's go and test that. Kempton sign tested 100%, that's all good, and on this side as well. Sounds lovely. So that's ticked off. Flight instruments. So we got the heading, and altimeter is all good. Has set 1009. Awesome. So tick that as well. Hello. And that's good. So pass signs are done. MCP will stop here because we need to go and set up the FMC. Ident, pause in it, preference airport, so at Brunei, which is WBSB, and okay, apparently it doesn't want to give us an internal position, it's fine. Route request, and it is this one. Lovely. Departure runway, the winds right now are 050 at 6 knots, so runway 03 for departure, and our flight number is RBA, I believe, yeah. RBA, or Brunei Airlines, that's nice, and 3. Awesome. So, Perth in it. Reserves are today going to be at 3 tons. Cruising altitude to begin with will be flight level 340. It's kind of low for 7.8, but whatever. That's what SimBrief gave us, and a cost index of 40. And our step size will be 2000. execute that in, thrust limit, and let's go and set up the thrust limit on this page. So performance, I need to open up some doors, otherwise it's going to continuously moan at us, and we're never going to get any passengers on, or cargo, on the aircraft. Make sure that actually opens. Sometimes it never opens. If we click it twice, it might help it. No. Come on. Is it going to keep on glitching out? It's really odd. Is it opening now? Yeah, okay. Right. EFB. Copy Fmc data. 03. It is dry outside. 0506 knots. 29 degrees. Current QNH. Optimum. Calculate flat 5. No derate and no select temp. So we're going full power. Well, as much power as possible. It's actually only 79.7 degrees because of the 29 degrees outside air temperature today. So flat's 5 and CG, double click that in, and if we go to departure and arrival, we can go to departure. This is runway 03. There's actually no SIDS. Oh, okay. So we're going to go direct to that VOR, I guess. And actually, if I zoom in, we get a lovely airport map. We're not going direct to that VOR because we're taking off runway 03, which this is here. Runway 03. We'll be taking off in that direction, and the first VOR is behind us, which we might skip. I'm gonna go direct to the waypoint dog op. Awesome. So yeah, I got the airport map for this scenery. Just created it myself, as you do. So that's all working perfectly. And where is that baggage? It's coming. It's coming through the road. You can see the road taxiway. I don't know if that's been like, if that's meant to be showing in this scenery. But like I said, I have to do a little fix to get it for the scene to work in V5. So hopefully it's alright. So our V2 speed is 168 knots. So I'll put that up in the MCP. 168. Runway 03 has a heading of 031, so I'll put that in the heading. Bug. Hello. There we go. Initial climb, I'll keep it at 10,000 feet. What's the transition altitude here? It is, well, transition level is 130. I'm going to set this to 130. And the transition altitude is 11,000 feet, so I'll put that in here. Ooh. Like so. And that can go to the route data and request the winds for today's flight. APU, we'll get that started up now. Got plenty of fuel. That can get going. And once the fuel's come in, wind even, you can go through the set climbs. So I can't remember if it does it automatically. I think that is a no. Sometimes if you put set climb of 2000, it steps automatically. It knows when to step it, and it like calculates it itself, but today it hasn't, so we'll do it ourselves. So 36,000 feet step climb is going to be at a waypoint called Dagan. Oh, right there, awesome. Dagag, like so, 360, so 36,000 feet with an S on the end, and that initiates the step climb. And then 38,000 feet will be at a waypoint called, here we are, Gugip. What are these waypoint names? Let's keep going through until I see it. There we go. 380 /S, not /S, just S. And then I think we have one last step climb, which brings us up to 40,000 feet, which is at Tirom. Is it Tirom? Yeah. Did I just go past it? No. Come on, where are you? I think I've gone past it. I have most certainly raced through that and definitely gone past that waypoint. Let's go through slowly. You probably saw it quite a while ago and I completely missed it, so I'm sorry. Wait a sec. Oh, there it is. So we got like halfway through our page count, and we're at our final cruising altitude. I guess there are actually a ton of waypoints over Europe, so makes sense. Right, so that is step climbs done. Awesome. Alrighty, so Fmc Set Up. We can get the flight directors on, autothrottles on, LNAV, BNAV, flight directors on, and yeah, AP. I think AP is running. If I go to system page and I go to electrics, AP generators on. Ah, there we go. Awesome. Oh, that's the wrong one. The external power sometimes it glitches out, but it's turned off now, so we can actually go and disconnect external power, keep the wheel jocks, and yeah. Let's turn off the EFBs, and we are good to go. So, I am going to pause the video, or skip the video until boarding has completed. Okay, boarding is just completed. Close up forward cargo, L2 door, wheel chocks can go, and prepare for pushback. Right, are these doors glitching out again? Yes, they are. There we go. So all doors are now closing. Tugs coming up to us. AP is generators on. Let's go to checklist and complete it up. So MCP is done. Take our speeds. V1 is 160. Rotates 163. V2 is 168. City pre-flight checks complete. Taxi takeoff briefing. I'm just going to get a pushback and I'm going to taxi to the north via whatever taxiway that is. Check the actual charts. See what it is. Oh, South Parallel. That's what it's called. Oh, interesting. And we'll taxi to Echo 5 for our takeoff at 03. Just went through our takeoff briefing as well. Go direct to the first waypoint. The second waypoint, Dogog? Not sure how to say that. Right, big light can go on, and that is that checklist completed. So we can go to the. Just go to ND. And we can do a quick edit because I don't know how it does a nose left and nose right here, and we will just go up to here. It's quite a lengthy pushback, and let's just do it like that, shall we?
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
And we'll get instantly pushed, like so. And let's do some final things. So let's get the VOR turned on. So data, VOR. Traffic and traffic terrain. Get VSD on, data and VORs on, and I'll turn on the weather radar on this side once we get to the runway. So hydraulics, auto, fuel pumps. I think we have fuel in the center. Yes, we do. Of course we do. A long flight, and let's go and start up the engines. 787 Dreamliner, which means we can start both engines. So start and start. And fuel and fuel. So it'll start as well, so it'll just start up automatically and do its thing. Like a god. And then all of those fuel pumps and hydraulic pressure warnings should all turn off. Beautiful Rolls-Royce sound pack from, I think it's TSS, Turbine Sound Studios, I think they're called. Could be wrong on that. But just amazing sounds. Gorgeous. I don't think the pushback's too long, is it? No. I should have put a waypoint a bit further back. Don't know how it's going to push me back onto this this bit here. If I'm going to have to go on the grass, we will see. Just realised the last three letters of this reg is DLC, downloadable content. Nice. So, running, and the only warning now is the TCAS being turned off. Awesome, that's what we want. Just looking at AI Companion here, and the only aircraft around is an AirAsia, which is landing into an airport. I actually have no idea what airport that is. Interesting. Oh, I've just upclicked it. That's an AirAsia. A319, A320? One of the two? 320. I am now worried that, yes, the scenery has now going to take a while to load in again. I don't mean to double click on that aircraft. My bad. Anyway, pushback is about to finish. There we go. Parking brakes set. And we're going to the checklist page, and we can do our before taxi checklist. So anti-ice is not needed. Recall, TGAS only, auto brake, RTO, flight controls. Let's go and check that now. So flight control check. We're going to go full left. That's good. Full right. And all the way neutral. All the way down. That's good. All the way up. So wonderful. Rudder full left. Rudder full right. Trim. Number, just double click that and make sure it's all updated. That's correct. 21%, which gives us a trim of 5.75. That is now set. Flat to 5 degrees. And we're good there. So back to checklist page. Flight controls have been checked and correct. Just waiting for the ground equipment to clear off. Awesome. I won't turn on any taxi lights until the guy gets out of the way, because that'd be very blinding for him. Where's our marshal? There he is. Alright, left's clear, right's clear. Before takeoff checklist is also completed. Nice, let's get the ND page up now. This guy will drive off, and the master will soon walk off. There we go. So, turn-offs and taxi light on. Let's taxi. So, parking brake disconnected. Bring in a bit of power to get us moving. Maybe a bit more. We are heavy today. Not that much. Blimey. There we go. I think I've flown the 787-8, the shortest of the Dreamliner variants, in a while. It's interesting to be back in it. Awesome. Right, very long straight taxi down to the end of the runway. Don't really need the airport map at this airport. It's like a busy or ginormous airport they need a map for. It's just one taxiway, which is apparently called the South Parallel, which is very interesting. And there's a small terminal there. Say goodbye to it. Bye-bye. Sunshade. That's a nice little feature from QualityWings. I mean, it's a nice feature, but when do I ever use it? I use it never. Does it really affect the cockpit? I don't know. I might have to find a scenario when I get the sun right there. Let's see if actually shadows get affected. Right, we're about 23 knots, so we'll just keep our speed not going any higher than that. Okay, welcome back. I think that's a sign saying Echo 5. It is, and it's on the taxiway. Hopefully the engines do not strike that sign. Slow ourselves down for the turn. Don't want to shove the passengers into the left side of the aircraft. Here we are. Runway 03. Or just 3, according to that. So, TGAS 2TA. Liner lights can go on. Strobe on. Tax light off. Not needed. But the takeoff lights on. Weather radar can go on. Okay. Let's get ourselves lined up. Awesome. Okay, I just skipped the video there. I didn't realise I had True Sky turned off. I just didn't take notice of the sky. I've just turned it back on, and I've also realised that my APU is still running. We can turn that off now. Well, should turn it off a while ago. Right, let's bring the HUD down, and let's get going. So, everything is all good on that screen. Nothing, no warnings. About 50%. And let's go wing view for this. So you go. Beautiful. Right, thrust is set. 80 knots. Another wing view. Okay, approaching our base speeds.
B1.
B1. Rotate. Awesome. Positive rate. Gear up. And we'll go up to about 2,000 feet. And we'll make a left turn direct to the waypoint. And by the looks of it, we're going to reach in that 2,000 feet point in no time. Look at that. Climbing landmass. That wing flex. Okay, there's 2,000 feet. I'll just put the aircraft into a turn so then I can look at the FMC. Do that. Waypoint, execute, and autopilot can go on. The nav will be active, of course. There we go. And actually, we'll set this up to the cruise altitude 340. Aircraft has now gone into the climb thrust. And to get rid of the HUD, bring up the range, double click that waypoint so the aircraft doesn't have to do some weird turns. And there we are. Up in the air, nice and easily. Awesome. Bring out the checklist for the after takeoff checklist, and we can take that off once done all the flaps are up. So flap 1, and we can actually bring all the flaps up. Oh, way over 210 knots. That's all good. And well, I don't know why it's ticked because the flaps aren't actually up yet. And there we are, flaps are up. After takeoff checklist is completed. Lovely. This can actually zoom all the way out. Wow, okay, maybe not. That's as many waypoints. I can zoom out. Let's do that. There we go. So I think it was 11,000 feet, I think. Yeah, transition altitude to 11,000. You can see this page on the progress page. We can see we're going to be landing about 11 tons of fuel in Heathrow, London Heathrow, at a time of 6:30 UK time, which is standard time already over the sea. Goodbye, Brunei. How am I to pronounce it? I might be pronouncing it completely wrong. That is super loud. Maybe not get outside. Wow. Can't believe I didn't notice True Sky was off. That looks beautiful. Obviously get the glitch every now and then, and looks a bit low res, but whatever. And there's 6,000. Let's reset the heading to the current aircraft heading, 2907, like that. Okay, almost passing 10,000 feet, so landing lights off and the turn-offs off as well. So we've just got the beacon light, the nav light, and the strobe lights are on. And they're 1 more thousand of feet. That sounds very weird to say, but yeah, 1 more thousands of feet to go till transition altitude. Beautiful. Wow, haven't done the QualityWings in a while, and that is absolutely blaring. Just like my voice at the moment. Sorry for headphone users. Actually, it won't climb very fast because it's accelerating to 322 knots. Okay, I'm just approaching our climb speed, our final climb speed. And there we are, 11,000 feet, center pressure. And there we go. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed our departure out of Brunei, or however you meant to pronounce it. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. And enjoy the cinematics all the way over to London Heathrow. 13 hours later, I'll be beginning the recording once again to show the wonderful arrival into London Heathrow. So, enjoy the cinematics. Bye-bye. Hello guys, welcome back into the descent into London Heathrow. Currently on, well, almost on the Logan 1 hotel arrival to transition via Lambourne to runway 27 right. I am going to make a massive direct and we're going to go direct to the centre fixes because the Lambourne transition is a bit weird. How do I show you this? A plan. Here we go. Bring in the range, that's the wrong way. If I step through here, I don't really want to go and do whatever that is. So we are going to go direct to this Centrefix 27 right, but it seems to be a little glitched out. Well, Centrefix is CI. I don't know what CI stands for exactly, but I know the CF stands for Centrefix. There we go. We're direct to that. There we go. Little left turn. We are now 1,000 feet above our VNAV profile. And yeah, that's fine. We'll catch up. I know in the real world they wouldn't really do that, but they'll get vectoring somewhat kind of like this, but not a direct. We're going to be landing flaps 30, and because we're landing 27 right, I kind of want to vacate early. I just want to make sure I can see what terminal. I think we're parking at terminal 2 today. Yeah. So it'd be best if we can vacate early to give us a shorter taxi. And Orbx 3 will be absolutely fine. Just a shorter taxi, that's all the only reason why. How long were you flying for? Almost 13 hours. We've got 12 hours and 45 minutes on the clock. We, as we inputted, in fact, the step climbs up to 40,000 feet. That was our final cruising altitude, 40,000. Nothing higher, nothing lower. Pretty good. And I got the seatbelt signs turned on. And if we go to the checklist page, we can set recall. It's checked, nothing's there. Notes have been checked. Autobrake will be 3 today. Our VREF flap 30 at 140. Our minimums for runway 27 right on the ILS will be 278. Because you can't get 7-8, we'll have to do 8-0 because it doesn't go in increments of 1, it's every 10, so 280. And approach briefing is completed as well. Approach, we just need to set the altimeters. Let's go to the VNAV forecast page and set the transition level, which is 6,000 feet, flight level 60, and that'll be our transition altitude level. Yeah. The current communication London Heathrow is 1022. Like so. That is now set. Awesome. So that's set. Minimums are set. Everything's good. You can just sit it out for a bit longer now. Just resets heading. Awesome. Alright. I'll see you a bit further into the descent. Okay, we are approaching 10,000 feet here. I need to really set this bug down to about 2,000 feet for the ILS. And at 10,000 feet we get the lights on. I got super brake extended, so set ourselves down to 240 knots for the speed restriction to 10,000 feet. And we'll have a little look around London, Thames there. The main London city's over there. You see London City Airport just there as well. But there's 10,000 feet passing now, so the landing lights and the turn offs can go on. And it's the daytime, so the logo light doesn't need to come on either. Nice. For some reason, I only have one AI aircraft in the sim right now. I would have assumed there'd be more. It's just a Speedbird or British Airways A320 sitting at stand 355 at Heathrow. Don't know why. There's only one. But it tends to happen typically when you're like an approach. Like from a departure airport, you typically get loads. And then on arrival airports, you just get 0. Anyway. Let's go and zoom in on this side. And we'll go range 40 nautical miles as it's there. And then this one will bring in to about 10. Like so. And we are almost at 240 knots. We're getting there. Sounds like the aircraft's spooling up. But it's not. I'm looking at the thruster and it's not really. sure it sounds like that. I'll bring the HUD down. If I click this top left button on the uke, I'll bring the simplified HUD. So it's got the flight director and then the highest above ground as well. That's all we need for my approach. Once we pass 6,000 feet, I'll change that QNH as well. Alright. I mean, what a lovely view of London City. I mean, it's not going to be as good as the Microsoft Flight Sim London City, but still. It's pretty good for P3D, I guess you could say. Still waiting for like Autogen to load in. Got all the major landmarks have just previously loaded in, and you can kind of see Autogen just dotting itself around everywhere. That doesn't look very straight of a runway. Okay, well. Okay, so about 500 feet till transition attitude FMC message. It's probably going to ask to slow down because it's gone down to 205 knots now. I'm going to arm the approach. Just when we grab the localizer, we grab the localizer, simple as. And hopefully this VNAV profile should just keep us on path with that glide slope. So this is our VNAV profile. This is our glide slope profile with the localizer here. So actually on the glide slope, oh, it's just popped up a bit. So we're now below the glide slope, so we're absolutely fine there. And we could reduce our descent speed so we can actually slow ourselves down. But we can bring up class 5 easily, which will give us enough drag. There we are, to slow down. It will give us a bit of lift as well on this 6,000, so standard pressure. And not standard transition altitude. And for some reason that resets itself. That's definitely a bug in the QualityWings. And 022. There we go. And I don't think I see a Heathrow yet, do I? Is that it? Oh, that's it there. Nice. And there, no, there's still that only one aircraft on the ground. Interesting. Still trying to slow ourselves down like crazy. I mean, we're about 200 knots now. And I'm going to get rid of the seat brake and see what aircraft does. Bring up the checklist. Altimeters have ticked off now, and I'm going to leave the landing checklist up like so. And we are decelerating. I want to decelerate down to 180 knots. Just click it in. There we go, 180. And there's the localizer and there's the glide slope. So nice. We've got both the localizer and the glide slope. The aircraft is doing a left turn. Nice. I don't know if it would normally do that in the real world, unless it would just continue on and then like line it up instead of trying to line up instantaneously. But alright. It is what it is. So it should start banking right soon. There we go. That's a bit aggressive just then. Okay, so we can go and set our missed approach altitude now. And that would be 3,000 feet. And it'll be going to a heading of 316. Actually, I'll set the runway heading for now. If we do need to go around, which I highly doubt, the winds are very, very light. They are variable at 3 knots. So it should be okay. But if we need to go around, then we'll just set this heading to 316 and climb to 3,000 feet, and then we'll hold at Chiltern. I'm not too sure exactly on that. Anyway. A beautiful view in the, is it the morning? Is it the afternoon? What time of day is it? It's, yeah, evening. It's 6 UK time in the sim, that is. So I guess it's the evening. Officially evening. Would you guys say 6 o'clock is the evening? Or would you say like 7 o'clock is the evening? 8 o'clock? I'll definitely say this is evening time. Right. So let's go and reduce our speed down to 145. So that is our VREF speed. Plus 5 knots to account for the wind. And yeah, I've got runway in sight. Let's bring the HUD down, and once we get a bit closer or slower, I'll bring out some more. Should bring out some flats now because we could sort the aircraft. So we go down to flat 15. We'll get some drag. And we must bring the gear down before we bring out any more flaps. Because we are in the dash. I'm trying to find the. Here we go. The speed limit chart. Because in the dash 8, the 787-8, there's no flap 17 or 18. So if we bring out flap 20, the aircraft starts shouting us saying the gear isn't down. So gear is now down, green, and we'll bring out all the flaps. And I can actually arm the speed brake as well. There we go. Speed brake is armed, landing gear is down. I said do this for takeoff as well. The flaps aren't actually at 30 yet. Now they're 30 degrees, landing gear is complete. So speed brake armed, auto brake 3, seatbelt signs are on, flaps 30, gear is down, landing lights are on. And we can disconnect the autopilot. There's no need to disconnect the autothrottle because it idles itself. Very clever plane. And hopefully we'll give this a nice greaser. This aircraft, 787 is very easy to grease. But the landing, so fingers crossed I actually do that still. So everything's good on the approach. Get a nice outside view here. If only we had these views in Microsoft Flight Sim, but with the QualityWings. Oh man, that'd be amazing. With Aerosoft Heathrow, even amazing. If only. That'll be the day when that comes though. Okay, 1,000 feet above. Checked. Yeah, being a bit quiet here and just concentrating. I'm getting this plane safely on the ground. Don't know why I laughed. I'm serious. It's 500 feet. Checked. The guy's doing my callouts, but whatever.
400.
Hello. Wind, thank you.
300.
In we come.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continuing.
100. 50. 40.
Start the initial flare.
30. 20.
And the
10.
thrust is idled, and we bring out the flare even more. And there we are. Nice and touchdown zone. Not as buttery as I thought it could have been, but we're on the ground. Minus 127 feet per minute for those of you who'd like to know. Okay, 6 knots, start a reverse. Manual braking. Forward idle. Let's get ourselves slow down. We can vacate here on Alpha. Does that say Alpha 8? Echo? Alpha 9 Echo. Nice. And there's that one aircraft. For some reason, there's only one. Alright, so land lights can go off. Taxi light on. Strobe light on. Weather radar can turn off. And the TCAS can go to standby. And that is a flight time of 13 hours and 2 minutes. Let's clear up, so flaps in. This was in as well, retracted. QualityWings, please, please bring a shadow model. That looks very weird. And APU can turn on. So we'll continue texting straight down here, and we'll take a right at Terminal 2. Let me go and grab a stand number from my charts to see what we need to go to. 243 will do. So, oh, what for my airline? Terminal 4. I guess that would be typical, but in the real world, depart to Terminal 2. So, I will do that. So we go to show positions, and then 243, and we'll take it via DNATA. Awesome. And we'll take a right at Lima. So I think upcoming is Lima 13 on our right. It needs to be Lima 13. Alpha 7, yeah. And then the next right would be Kilo, and the next right after that would be Lima. I'm on idle throttle right now, and the aircraft is accelerating. It's amazing. Actually, I can show you where we're taxiing. Nice. So Lima is this one here, and 243, it's just there. Got a nice airport map, very handy. And a wing view, of course. I think, yeah, the new Aerosoft, like the latest update for the scenery, there's no option to turn on the Europea anymore. It's as if Heathrow has finished its construction to demolish the Europea to add them more stands, which is nice. But that's only on the V5 version. If you installed the V4 version for Heathrow, then you can still have the option to add it or have it removed. Right, we want to take this right here. AP is running, that's good. Bring ourselves down, about 10 knots for the turn. And then we got a taxi basically to the other side of the terminal too, to get ourselves to our stand. Nice. Let's zoom in. Here we go. I think, yeah, there's GSX over there. Awesome. Typically now I'll be looking around to see what AI aircraft there'll be on the ground. But like I said, oh, there's now 2. Is that one at Heathrow? Oh, apparently AI. Oh, here we go. No, it's an EasyJet. It's an EasyJet. EZ. So it's not at Heathrow. It is in the air, coming to land into Gatwick. Nice. Awesome. So we don't need the lights anymore. I mean, there's no aircraft around to see if we're there, but they can see our aircraft, and no point in blinding the ground crew with extreme lights. Safe dogs activated, which is good. There's 244, so 243 is our next one, which is the one we need to park at. Okay, I just realised our flight director is still on, so the approach is still activated. There we go. Disable that, and the throttles. And let's bring this baby in. And we can. Lovely. So it's to the left apparently. It's looking at the safe dock here. Safe gate, whatever you guys want to call it. I think it's safe gate, I keep getting it wrong. Nice, it says 787, that's awesome. Alright, it's to the left again. Slows us down because this aircraft is so good at taxiing on idle throttle. And stop. Parking brake set. AP is already running. Let's make sure the generators are on. And they're working. They are. It's engine left and right. Shut down. Seatbelt signs off. Hydraulics off. Fuel pumps off. And the beacon light can go off. And we can request deboarding. Get the back jetway. What's the back jetway? Apparently can only connect to one jetway. Oh no. Is there a problem with the FCAT or something? Does the FCAT have like a right and left, and I've made these... Okay, whatever. I'll check on that after the video. That's going to be a bit weird looking. Aft cargo and the fourth cargo and external power and wheel chocks can get connected up. So we can get the external power on. And that is running, because for some reason this is bugged out. AP can go off. And there we are. That's annoying about the jetways. Geosec's being very weird. And it looks like we parked on the 8040, 8030 marker. I don't know where the 78 would normally park at, but I mean, that's the right place, isn't it? Open up door L1. Wow, I hope you guys have enjoyed our flight today with Freeware Brunei, if that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong still. And it was a very smooth landing of minus 127 feet per minute. But, I mean, it's just a number, right? Doesn't really matter. It's a smooth landing, no matter what. So, thank you guys very much for watching today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.